to everyone. Hi there, friends. My name is Joy. I'm the owner of Sub Rosa Tea. We're a small company based in Northern Ohio. We'll ship anywhere in the United States. Friends, if there's no red live above my head, that simply means you're watching it on the replay. Feel free to use the hashtag replay and shop as you normally would. Hi, Miss Whitney. Hello to you. Hello to everyone watching. Hi, Miss Donna. Oh my gosh, yay, how fun. Well, thanks for stopping by, Donna. I love that you downloaded it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Friends, in today's video, you're going to see that we have a fabulous teas to help you spring into Easter. We've got 3 black teas, 2 green tea, a caffeine-free tea, and we brought back some tea from last year, but we do have 2 new teas in this particular collection. Beautiful, beautiful dew, they're called dew, a dew mug with the infuser basket. And I do want to tell you about this matching teapot. Hi, Miss Sabrina, thanks for joining us live. Friends, oh, that reminds me, let's do this. Let me switch the cue. Oh, my mouse isn't working, apologies, there we go, there we go. Okay, so for those of you watching, just so you know, everything can be purchased on our website and by downloading our mobile shopping app. The link is in the bio. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us live. I appreciate it. I'm also going to be live on Thursday. So for those of you who could not stay for the whole video, I'm also going to be live on Thursday. We have something special going on. It is for you mobile shopping people that you love to shop mobile. So those of you who are watching on the other platforms, do make sure you follow that link in bio, and if you already have it, make sure you turn on your notifications. You are not going to want to miss Thursday night's video. It will be live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about our spring into Easter flavors. 8 flavors of tea to tell you about. 6 of them are inside this collection. 2 are individual that you can buy individual. We've had them in the past. They didn't make it into this year's collection, but we do have them available. Again, isn't this just the cutest Easter basket? I love a basket that looks like this, that's nice and full and fluffy and fabulous. So I cannot wait to dive in. For those of you who would like to, at the end of today's video, after I talk about all the tea in the collection and the tea accessories, at the end I will stick around a little bit longer to do tea time if you are interested. I am reading a new book. I would love to talk to you about the fabulous things in this book. We can talk about anything. This particular quarter, we introduced a lot of new teas, a lot of them. I'd love to hear your opinions if you've had them, what you liked, what you didn't like, what I missed. Did I miss anything in a collection, something that maybe I just plain old overlooked but you know is really iconic? Make sure you stay for the end because I would really love to do a little tea time chat afterwards. Okay, friends, I see lots and lots of people watching. Thanks again for watching live. Again, friends, if there's no red live above my head, that simply means you're watching it on the replay, and you are still welcome to comment. I will see the comments and questions. I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. I would love to dive in. Oh yes, that reminds me. I also wanted to say, this collection is called Spring into Easter, and in 2 weeks from now, we'll be introducing a brand new collection. It's a whole new collection. We've never had it before. It's got 6 fabulous teas. 5 of them are brand new. 1 was kind of from before that, just, it has to be in the collection. So the reason why I'm bringing this up to you now is that they're complements. So all 12 flavors, the 6 here today, the 6 in 2 weeks, they complement each other, and so do the tea accessories. So the Spring into Easter tea accessory that we featured is specifically the dew mug, and we are specifically featuring the complimentary dew teapot in 2 weeks. So if you are a person who loves to match, you're going to want to make sure you order the same color. They are absolutely the same color. If I've called something lemongrass mug, it is absolutely a lemongrass teapot. They definitely match. If you're a person who loves that eclectic and funky look, you might want to mix and match. Definitely do not buy the matching if that is your jam. I love a good mug, especially if there's a couple of people in the house and you all want to drink something different. You know your mug, you know that that's theirs, you know it's in your mug. Same with the teapot. When I'm having a tea party, I want to have different teas in different colored teapots so everyone knows what's in them. So they know if they're not interested in black tea at that point, that they're not going to drink the tea from that particular teapot, or vice versa. You get the point. Definitely reasons to have a matching collection, and definitely reasons not to, because it's fun. All right, I'm gonna jump right into the teas. Here at Sub Rosa Tea, we have 100 flavors that we sell all year. We have them all year. Right now we are focused on a seasonal themed collection. Specifically, we're calling it Spring into Easter. So these are really fabulous Easter themed teas. They are being launched today. They're available today. They will only be around for a very limited time. All of the teas that we sell that I'm going to talk about today, they are sold individually. But in this particular collection, the Spring into Easter combo pack, you can get this mug at a discount if you buy it with the combo pack. So the combo pack is the 6 teas in the themed collection plus this mug. So I want to tell you about that. This is a steel lid. Obviously it's removable. It'll keep everything nice and warm. This mug, again, friends, is our Dew mug. It is 18 ounces. So I don't know if you think that's big or small, but to me that is just right. It's absolutely perfect. I love this color. This color happens to be lemongrass. We do have it in beautiful pastel colors, and it has this fine mesh infuser. Can you tell it goes about halfway? So you kind of have to commit to the full 18 ounces, but the basket is nice and big, which I absolutely love. It is stainless steel. For those of you that are new here, we sell loose leaf tea. So loose leaf tea is sold like this. It is not sold in a tea bag. It is sold by weight. I will talk about that in just a second. But you are going to want very fine mesh, and what I mean by that is really small holes for the majority of the tea leaves that we sell. You also want a basket that is nice and big. A couple of reasons. You want the basket to be big enough because tea leaves, like this one in particular, friends, this is our jelly beans, and it's a green tea, and the tea will expand when you steep it. So you don't want to cram your loose leaf tea into a tiny tea ball. You would want the vessel to be big enough for the tea to expand. It gets voluminous when it steeps. You also want all of the flavor to go into your cup. You also want all of the health benefits, flavonoids, polyphenols, antioxidants. Those are the very healthy ingredients of these fabulous teas. So yes, I'm having fun with fabulous flavor. Like I said, that particular flavor is jelly beans. It does taste like that, but it's also full of health benefits. Also, I love a big infuser basket like this because it is so easy to clean. It is amazing to me if they are tiny, tiny, tiny. They're just such a pain in the butt. That's why we don't sell them. We have these fabulous ingredients right here. So fabulous infuser basket. This basket, like I said, friends, it comes with the mug. The mug comes with the lid. The lid, I'm sure you can all figure this out. The lid can also be used as a coaster. Our tea is organically grown. It has all natural ingredients. You better believe you can infuse our tea leaves more than once. If you want a second cup of tea, put your tea leaves right back in with more water. Easy peasy. You're going to love it. We have an awful lot of colors of the Dew mug. They are listed here in the Spring into Easter combo pack. Hello, Miss Karen. Hippity hop. I know, right? I couldn't resist the bunny ears. I couldn't help it. It's Spring into Easter right now. It's fabulous. So like I said, this particular collection, you will save money on your tea accessory if you buy the combo pack. Friends, we do also offer the teas I'm going to tell you about in this collection as a bundle. So you can buy the tea individually, but you will save when you bundle. There are 6 teas in this particular collection available in 2 sizes as the bundle, and of course you're going to save money for 6 teas. The Try Me size makes a half ounce. So that's going to make you about 5 to 6 servings. That's the Try Me size. It also comes in a value size, which is 2 ounces. 2 ounces of tea should yield you approximately 20 to 24 cups of tea. And what I mean by a cup is 8 ounces. These mugs that are featured here are 18 ounces, so I would put 2 scoops of tea, so that's 2 servings. So the Try Me size might only make you 3 mugs, and what I mean by that is like 3 days. After, on let's say Monday, when you steep yourself up the 2 servings of tea and you drink your 2 cups, go ahead, put those leaves back in. You can easily get another 2 cups of tea out of those tea leaves. Easy peasy. Friends, those of you watching on TikTok, you should know everything is available with the link in bio. We are also live on other social media platforms, so thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Okay, first thing I want to tell you about the new tea. Well, let's talk about black tea first. Okay, so the newest black tea that we have in this particular collection is our poppy seed roll. Poppy seed roll. This is brand new to us. I created this, I want to say it was like December. I was kind of messing around. I wasn't really thinking poppy seed roll, but this has got a lot of really fun ingredients. Yes, it does have poppy seed. It is a black tea, so it does have caffeine. For those of you that are not familiar with it, it is a part of my heritage, and I totally understand if it's not a part of yours. On my mother's side, I'm Italian, and she used to make them, but I know for a fact it wasn't an Italian like recipe that came down from Nonna. It was definitely the other side. She made it because my other grandma wasn't really into baking at that season in her life. So my people are Hungarian, Czech, Polish. So if you have any of that in your lineage, you might be used to poppy seed roll. Poppy seed roll is really also very quite popular in Ukraine. It is extremely popular in Ukraine. It is poppy seed roll is something that you would make typically at Easter and or Christmas. I'm very familiar with Easter. That was when my mom made them. They are quite labor intensive, I have to say. You do make the dough and you make the filling and you roll it up. That's why it's called roll. Kind of like a jelly roll, a pumpkin roll. You get the gist. So very, for me, definitely something I remember from my childhood, poppy seed roll. This tea is spot on. So it is definitely sweet in a way that fruit is sweet, but not sweet like sugar. It does have some spices to it, and it definitely has that iconic poppy seed taste. So I do hope that you will try it. You will give it a try, and I hope you like it as much as we all do. Next up, friends, is caramel Easter egg. Another fabulous, iconic tea. Caramel Easter egg. It's hard for me to even imagine an Easter basket without some chocolate eggs, right? Am I right? I love a good chocolate egg. But friends, I can no longer eat sugar. I don't even think they make a caramel sugar-free chocolate egg, but we've got this great tea. And the tea is a black tea, so it does have caffeine, but there's no sugar, no carbs, and no calories in caramel Easter egg. You will get all the great taste. Like I said, it's a black tea, so it is heaven iced. It's really good hot, and it is so fun as a latte. Definitely a fun favorite one to add milk or heavy whipping cream, even a non-dairy milk to make a latte with your tea. Caramel Easter egg. Bernita just that her friend makes poppy seed cake. I will be honest, I've not had a poppy seed cake. I have to wonder, it might be easier to make than the poppy seed roll, but the roll, I guess to describe it, it's almost more like a bread than it is an actual cake, the way the dough lays out and the way it actually bakes. But if you've ever had a nut roll, especially at Christmas time, you know that a nut roll, the actual doughy bread part, is very, very different than the cake that you find in a Yule log, a Bush Noel, a pumpkin roll. That's more like cake and filling. So I gotta look that up. I'd love to know more about the poppy seed cake. Very interesting. Next up, friends, is a third black tea in this collection. Like I said, this collection has 6 teas. Specifically, I'm talking about our Spring into Easter collection. And this is hot cross buns. Hot cross buns. This, again, friends, is definitely a part of my own heritage. I very specifically remember my mother making this very yeasty roll called a bun, and typically it has to do with the way it's frosted, that we would always frost it with an X or a cross. Typically a hot cross bun is made with either raisins or currants. Here we have used currants, and it is definitely a spice tea, so definitely spicy. Think like a really nice strong vanilla chai that also has fruit in it. Again, nice and fabulous. Black tea, great as a latte, definitely good hot or cold. I know some of you are experiencing extreme weather conditions, so whether you are in hot tea season or you like iced tea, I gotta say this is a good one. Oh, Linda just said, poppy seed cake I make in an Angel Food cake pan. Oh, I must look that up because that sounds very different than what I am accustomed to with the poppy seed roll. So thank you for sharing that, Linda. I am not familiar with that. I'm so glad that you shared that. So that was hot cross buns. Next up, we've got 2 green teas in this collection. We have got our jelly beans. Jelly beans is green tea, and it looks like this here. Now, friends, I know jelly beans come in every flavor under the sun, don't they? Yes, I know they do. But this is very much like a handful of fruit-flavored jelly beans. You get all the fun flavors all at once. And that is really how I made this tea. It's got everything. It's a green tea, so it's low in caffeine. If you steep it hot, do use steaming water, not boiling. You don't want to bruise the tea leaves. And definitely only steep it a few minutes or cold steep. It's really good cold. The tea is sweet, okay? It's named after a candy. It was inspired after the jelly beans candy. There's no sugar, I promise you, but it does have pineapple and orange and strawberries and cherries. It has everything. It does. You are going to love it. It is definitely a super fun jelly beans tea. Whitney just said in Texas the weather is being bipolar. It is crazy, the swings that we're having, right, Whitney? Super cold, super warm, or seasonably warm for some of us, right? Tiffany just said, ooh, yummy. Yes, I know, right? Just super fabulous. I love this collection. It is so fun. That reminds me, I'm halfway through. I talked about some of the teas. If you didn't see the beginning of the video, I am talking specifically about our Spring into Easter collection right now that has 6 teas. We also have 2 extra. I'll talk about those today, but keep in mind, I have designed this particular collection to go hand in hand. It's a perfect complement with the next collection that I will be introducing 2 Sundays from now, which is March 26th. We have a brand new collection coming out in 2 weeks. It features the Dew Teapot here, and this particular collection, the Spring into Easter collection, features the Dew mug. So keep that in mind. Jennifer says snow. She's ready for spring weather. I know, right? I think everyone watching live, I don't see my Arizona customers watching live right now. Everyone I can see who's watching live, that we all did this daylight savings time, right? We all sprung ahead. Okay, well, I want it to be spring now, right? Okay, winter's over. Let's do it on a weekend where we can all enjoy some spring, and the most of us aren't, and that makes me really sad. Oh, but it's coming, right? Definitely spring is on its way, and I hope these teas really get you in the mood. Absolutely. But that reminds me, it's another reason why I'm launching this collection so far in advance of Easter. If you don't know, Easter is April 9th, so it's kind of coming up. So for those of you who like your teas in your Easter basket or giving them as gifts, do shop soon, shop now, so I have plenty of time to ship them and you receive them perfect for Easter. This is just the cutest basket. I love it. Okay, next up, another green tea. Like I said, this Spring into Easter collection, 3 black tea, 2 green tea, and a caffeine-free. Mango Rose. Mango Rose tea. We have had this before. We've actually had this for years. We had it full-time for years, and now it has landed into the Spring into Easter collection. It is a green tea. It's low in caffeine. Definitely fruity and floral notes. You're definitely going to taste that mango and a little bit of rose. We do have other teas that are very floral. This really isn't it. This is a good balance. It's a good sweetness. It just has those fabulous floral undertones. Very good with steamed water, very, very good cold mango rose. It is available individually. And of course, the spring into Easter combo. Friends, this one is new as well. This is brand new this year to us. This is Blueberry Lemon Scone. This is the caffeine-free tea that is in this collection. We do have a couple of extras that I'm going to tell you about that we brought back from years past. But the Blueberry Scone can be found in our Spring into Easter bundle and the Spring into Easter combo pack. That is this one here. If you are not familiar with caffeine-free teas, this specifically never had caffeine. None of the ingredients ever had caffeine. It started out as caffeine-free. This is a blend of both green and red rooibos. So similar plants, different way to harvest, definitely different taste. I love the blend of the two together. This definitely has very sweet blueberry taste to it with sweet vanilla, almost like a scone that has a little light drizzle, not really a frosting, but like a glaze, like a light drizzle glaze on top. So good blueberry notes, light sweet glaze, and of course those fabulous lemon undertones as well. Blueberry lemon scone, completely caffeine free. Another really good one as a latte. This rooibos, in my opinion, while you can 100% steep them cold, doesn't matter, you certainly can. I prefer the red-green rooibos mix to be hot steeped. That's my preference. I like boiling water. I like 5 to 8 minutes, like a really nice long steep. And then I would make it into a latte. It's really good that way. But the caffeine-free scone is just nice and sweet, and I love a good dessert tea. I love not snacking on dessert. I love drinking the tea that has no sugar, no carbs, no calories. And if you're not familiar with rooibos, I know it's a funny word, but rooibos is known to be good for headaches, inflammation, and insomnia. So yes, we do sell red rooibos by itself. We have many, many flavors that have rooibos in it. This one in particular is brand new to us. Melissa just said it sounds fantastic, and Jennifer said it sounds lovely. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Okay, next up we have two teas that are not in the collection, but we brought back, so I want to talk about them briefly. Eternal Spring. Eternal Spring. This is a white tea, so it is low in caffeine, high in antioxidants. If you use hot water, make sure it's steaming, never boiling. This tea is more floral than the Mango Rose. Mango Rose is a green tea that's a good blend. The Eternal Spring, quite floral indeed, very walking through a springtime garden. So it definitely has roses in it. It has chamomile, it has vanilla, it has jasmine. It is fabulous. It is very fabulous and floral. So again, friends, that is Eternal Spring. It was brought back and it was available years past. The recipe has not changed. You can get it now for a very limited time. Also in today's topic here in the queue is Peeps. Peeps we've had before. I'm bringing it back. It's available now. While it is not a part of this year's collection, it's totally seasonal, right? Easter, yay, obviously Peeps. If you're not familiar with Peeps, they're just a funny little marshmallow that are in different shapes. What does marshmallow taste like? Well, anyway, this particular tea, friends, it tastes like apricot and vanilla. And it's a honey bush, so it's nice and sweet, completely caffeine free. Perfect for this time of year, if I do say so myself. I also have in the queue the coffee tea bundle that has been revamped. So if you are new here, we sell loose leaf tea and only loose leaf tea. But we happen to have 4 teas right now that taste like coffee. And they taste like coffee for a good reason. A couple of them actually have coffee beans in them. All 4 teas are very different from each other, but they do have a central theme, and I love a good bundle. So if you buy a bundle from us, you're automatically going to save money. So the coffee tea bundle now has 4 teas. So that's in the queue. Oh yes, and I wanted to make sure everyone knew, we do have the Dew Brew In mug with infuser. We do sell it separately. Like I said, right now, because it's featured into Spring into Easter, You will save money if you buy the combo pack. It's got the lid and the infuser basket. Those of you watching on TikTok, everything is available. Link in bio. And the next collection that I'm going to be introducing in 2 weeks, the feature is this super stinking cute teapot. I love it. This teapot does hold 14 ounces, so a little bit less than the mug, but the lid is completely removable. It is ceramic. It has a silicone lip there, so it really nestles and sits nicely into the top. It has an infuser basket, obviously, that goes into the teapot, and it is nice, thick ceramic teapot. The colors do match exactly with the Dew mug. Okay, so first I'm going to look to see if I have any questions, if I missed anything, because that always breaks my heart. But I'm also going to stick around for tea time. So if anyone would like to have a tea time chat with the community, don't worry, friends, this is not Zoom. I'm not going to pull you up on camera. You don't have to talk, you don't have to stay, but if anyone would like to hang out for a few minutes, I would love to chat with you. Okay, I'm going to see if I have any questions. Jennifer said, is it a sweetbread? That's a great question. Jennifer said, is it a sweetbread? I'm assuming she meant about the poppy seed roll specifically because it's new. Yes, I mean, it's sweet, but it's not sweet because of sugar or anything. It's just sweet because I use some fruit and the way the spices translate nicely. So yes, absolutely. Sweet in the fact that it's just craveable. It's so craveable. And it's very different. The poppy seed roll is so different than any other tea that we sell. It deserves a good try. Oh yes, Whitney said no blueberries. Miss Whitney is our customer, and I know that she loves all of our teas, but she is allergic to blueberries. So in this particular collection, Whitney, yes, the blueberry lemon scone absolutely has blueberries. Yes, it does. Okay, I love that teapot. Isn't it amazing? Oh, it's just so good. Let's see. Whitney said, can you make the blueberry tea with strawberries instead? Well, I suppose I could, but I couldn't. We have lots of strawberry teas, and I could add lemon to strawberry, but chances are you might even have both a strawberry and a lemon in your own possession that you could have fun with. So you decide on that, Miss Whitney. We've got some great choices. And Linda says that her sister uses poppy seed. It is definitely a fabulous taste. It's just very, very different. And by the way, though, poppy seed roll to make it, it's so labor intensive. Oh my gosh, like drink the tea instead, am I right? Okay, so anyway, so I moved the queue to tea time. If any of you want to stay to chat, I would love to hear anything that you have on your mind. This past quarter, we introduced the New Year's celebration, Dry January, then we did Breakfast in Bed, we did Mardi Gras. A lot of those collections were revamped this year. They have new flavors. So if any of you bought any of those collections and you would like to provide feedback to me, whether you liked the recipes, whether you didn't, whether you gave them as gifts, whether I missed something, like Mardi Gras, maybe I missed something iconic. It had 7 fabulous flavors that all had to do with New Orleans. They are still all available, by the way. But if any of you have anything you'd like to say on those topics, feel free. If any of you would like to recommend a book or a podcast about tea, happy to listen and receive that information. So I think most of you know that at the end of the year, my New Year's resolution or my direction, let's not call it a resolution, but my direction was I wanted to be the best version of myself. I didn't want to be necessarily better than anybody else. I just wanted to be better than I currently was. So the year previously, I had decided that I really wanted to make the goal to move more, and I did. It was interesting to change that habit, to change my lifestyle, to move more. So last year I added more movement. I wouldn't call it all exercise, for pity's sake. Sometimes I just went for a walk, but I definitely moved more. This year I really wanted to focus on other things. And one of the books that I'm reading specifically that a friend referred to me, it has a lot to do with habits. And I want to share with you this one specific chapter's theme, let's say, in this particular book about habits. It specifically said there are 3, let's say, portions to you developing a new habit, such as outcome. I think a lot of people think about the outcome when they think about a habit or a goal. They think about a process, which technically is somewhere in the middle. They think about a process, like what you need to do to achieve your goal. And then, of course, there's identity. Identity is kind of at the heart of it all, and it seems to be something that a lot of us are lost a little bit when we aren't focused in on it. So specifically in this case, I wanted to give you an example, since I'm sure you haven't read the book. Specifically, an outcome is, let's say I wanted to drink a cup of tea every day. That would be an outcome, something you could totally measure. Either I drank a cup of tea today or I did not, right? That's an outcome. A process, though, is saying I want to add tea to my daily routine. That's the process that you would go about to achieve adding a cup of tea every day to your life. But identity is believing that you're a tea drinker. You identify yourself, I am a tea drinker. So of course, what would a tea drinker do in their day? They would drink tea. But you can translate that to just about anything. Learning a language, maybe playing a musical instrument. Instead of saying, I want to play guitar, I want to take guitar lessons, you could believe in your identity as I am a musician. So think about that. Recently, I had a really great conversation about someone about my tea drinking habits versus their tea drinking habits. I love that tea tastes so great, and I really won't waste my time on tea that doesn't. But I have internalized the fact that here in my household, we have the belief, we have the identity that we live in a longevity household. That this is what we do. These are the steps that we take every day. Every decision that we make is, will this add longevity to my life? And tea drinking absolutely aligns with that belief or identity. I love all the health benefits of mate, which is something that I typically drink in the morning. I will have a green or white tea in the afternoon. And at one point in my life, I was challenged by the caffeine-free tea. I didn't really suffer from insomnia or sleep issues. So to me, there wasn't really that big, how would this help my longevity to be a nighttime tea drinker? Well, I couldn't see it. I didn't have the process or the outcome, really, specifically of why other people drink caffeine-free tea. But at some point, I internalized the fact that when I had a caffeine-free tea in the evening, not late at night right before bed, and not with dinner, but in the evening, I did not snack at night, and I didn't wake up hungry in the morning. When I started noticing that particular outcome of changing my process of drinking a caffeine-free tea in the evening and how great I felt and how I ate less calories because I wasn't doing a nighttime snack, everything changed. Everything changed. I was sleeping better. I was waking up better energized because I didn't have the weird blood sugar spikes of someone who snacks at night before they go to bed. They might get woken up in the middle of the night because they're processing the snack. Things like that it really did. And now my identity is I am a nighttime tea drinker. I am absolutely someone who partakes in a dessert tea, a chamomile, a rooibos. I not only enjoy it, it's almost, I get pushback from my body when I don't. If I don't make time for it, if it's I'm doing something else and I'm not thinking, or it's whatever, I feel it. So I just wanted to share that with you. I thought that might be a fun topic for us to talk about tea time. Melissa just shared that she really enjoyed the blueberry pancakes and the banana foster. Tried the Sazerac. I'm so glad you tried that Sazerac, Melissa. Thank you for trying it, which was unique and very tasty. Oh, I really appreciate that. It was okay with me if you didn't like it. I was just so happy that you were willing to try it, and it is unique. Oh my goodness. Well, if you've never had an actual Sazerac cocktail, it's unique. It really, really is. So I'm glad that you hung in there. I'm kind of curious if you had a second cup after you tried it once, or if you passed it along to another person. But I'm glad I created it because it was definitely something that was just so unique that I couldn't let it go. You know what I mean? I couldn't let it go. I really had to perfect it. And we have a collection coming out in April that I'm also really proud of, that there is one tea in there that I just stuck with it. I had to get it right. I just had to keep trying it. And it's unique and it's so different. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh yes, Tiffany just said, hey, what book are you reading? So the name of the book that I'm talking about that specifically was Identity, Process, Outcome, and the Differences, that's in chapter 2 of a book called Atomic Habits, and the author's name is James Clear. He's actually a man who's from Ohio. I'm from Ohio, if you didn't know. And I came, again, a friend of a friend told me about the book, and talking about habits and things, I've always been a reader my whole life. But as the business has evolved, I've had to do more and more reading for work, and I was realizing I was doing less reading for pleasure, and I really wanted to change that. So when she said she was reading it, I thought, well, what do I have to lose, right? And it's such a good book. So you can definitely find it on all the things. You can find it on all the places where you can buy books. I did download it on my Kindle. I think it's even an audiobook too. So it's been around for a while. It's nothing new. Okay. So Melissa said that she did have more of it. Thank you, Melissa. Hi, Miss Betty. Thanks for joining us. Okay, friends, like I said, everything, all of my TikTok viewers, everything is available, link in bio. To all of you who are still watching live, thank you for your time. Oh, yes, one more reminder. Make sure you have your notifications on because Thursday night we're doing something really special. I haven't been live too many Thursdays, but this Thursday is special. Turn on your notifications. You're definitely going to want to not miss what we'll be talking about on Thursday. And if you didn't know, Friday, St. Patrick's Day. So if I don't see you then, happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. No matter what you do with the rest of your day, friends, have yourself a cup of tea and take care of you. Bye-bye.